Welcome to the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. I want to talk about the search on Mr. T's home in Florida. You know, I confess I'm not not trained. I don't have a law degree, but it would seem to me that when you have a search warrant, you're looking for something specific, and when you find it, it should actually go into a perhaps not tamper-proof, perhaps that's not the right verbiage, but it goes into a tamper type of bag that is sealed shut. That way, when the bag is entered again, it breaks the seal of the tape and whatnot. The bag is normally marked, dated, who it's collected from, that sort of thing. And that's normally how evidence is collected. For you law professionals, you feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm not exactly right. Perhaps if there are bigger boxes, and if what they were looking for is in one of these bigger boxes, it would be taped up, it would be sealed. The same type of thing. If the tape is broken, if somebody tried to get into that box, you would visually see this precaution tape, this anti-tamper tape, I should say, being cut or torn or whatnot. From what I understand, none of that happened. They basically loaded up boxes. They weren't looking for anything specific, although they corrected their documentation after the fact to say, oh, well, we were looking for this, this, and this, and this. All right, mute point, perhaps. My concern is this. When you remove boxes, cartons, and whatnot, and it's not protected by an anti-tamper seal of some type, and again, I use the word anti-tamper, not really knowing what I'm talking about, but it's the type of tape that once you try to re-enter into the box or the bag, you break a seal. That's what I'm talking about. Who's to say now, when all this stuff is removed, gets back to the FBI offices, excuse me, who's to say they go through it and it's all clean? Oh man, there's no evidence here. Who's to say not one of them can slide in a document? They can slide in whatever document they want and say, hey, look what we found. Planting evidence. I'm not saying they're going to do it, but if they did assist with the Russian collusion, would this be such an extreme idea, something that they're capable of doing? Would it be far-fetched to say that they could not or would not have the lack of integrity to do something like this? It's just food for thought. I don't know personally, but I wouldn't trust anybody as far as I can throw them. And the whole thing is just really smelly, you know. They do a search, they hear the outrage from the public, they hear the outrage on both sides of the aisle in the news. Then after the fact, 3 or 4 days later, then they come out with their documentation to fit the narrative of what everybody's complaining about. And I also love this. Immediately, it's so blatantly obvious. Immediately they accuse the public of threatening them. You got any evidence to show that you've been threatened? Is what I would like to ask them. How do you know you've been threatened? Oh, you do know. How come you have not arrested them already? Oh, you don't know. Oh, so therefore you made up the fact that you're being threatened? I'm concerned that they're trying to paint Americans as the new terrorist. That is my concern. By fabricating these threats, we need to use our DOJ, our defense systems against you, the tax-paying citizen. That is my concern. All on the disguise, all on the lies of we're being threatened. Do I have evidence of that? Absolutely not. But again, if they helped the Clintons fabricate a Russian collusion story to try to overturn the Donald Trump presidency, would it be far-fetched for them to tell another lie? Oh, we're being threatened. It's by the white supremacists, the new terrorist organization in America. It's homegrown, you see, and we need to fight it. Meanwhile, they don't fight any of the proven terrorist organizations caught on video. All the rioting that was caught on video, all the police stations burnt down, caught on video, all the beatings caught on video. Their names of their organizations proudly displayed in banners on Coca-Cola ads, spray painted across buildings. That they don't go after. That's not a terrorist organization, you see. I have some concerns. I have some trust concerns. Do I have proof of any of this? Absolutely not. But only a fool would believe everything he hears. Take care.